Hello, everyone. This is Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister, the Disrupt Meister. Welcome to this afternoon in Bitcoin. Today is December the 9th, 2017. Strong hand. We're having some dips today, but come on, it's still so high. All right, remember, check out the link section below. I recommend yesterday's This Week in Bitcoin show. We had Rand from South Africa, Ansel Lindner, and Rodolfo Novak on. It is linked to below. It was a great time. Hey, yeah, so you might have noticed this Saturday, this is kind of an odd time in the middle of the day to have a show. It's an early show, I guess. I was supposed to wear a new hoodie that someone got me. I told them I was going to wear it, but since I look pretty nice in my suit, I just want I want the people who like to see the suits and the Adam all shaven and the hair and whatever. I was just at the bat mitzvah I've been telling everyone about. So it was a good time, and I'm going to the bat mitzvah party in a few hours. So if 2,000 people view this between now and the time I get back from the bat mitzvah party, I'll give you guys a second show, and I'll wear the hoodie. And I am going to wear the hoodie eventually. It's a cool Bitcoin hoodie that someone got me. I'll leave you in suspense for now. But yeah, if it's 2,000 views of this video by the time I get back from the bat mitzvah party, I'll make another show, I guess. All right. So NiceHash hack. I don't even know what this NiceHash site even exactly is. It has a little bit to do with cloud mining. But people are telling me, people that are that don't know much about Bitcoin, that are now getting into Bitcoin, they're like, "Hey, Adam, was Bitcoin hacked? Are you all right? Did you do it?" Because they've heard about it. Because now when we have a hack like this, regular people are hearing about it. Like, are you okay? I was like, dude, it was just one site. It's a third party. And here's the lesson. Here's the lesson. Don't keep your coins at a third party site. Don't try to do something with your Bitcoin for the heck of it. You should just store it on a Trezor. You can learn how to set up a Trezor by setting up an appointment with me, adam@trezorhelp.com. I do consultation, crypto consultation. Hey, and remember, if you want, check out the link section below. If you need to get a Trezor at cryptohwwallet.com, I've got some discount links there, I believe, and to the regular Trezor site. So yeah, email me at adam@trezorhelp.com if you need. People have been emailing me about this. I'm sorry I haven't been able to get back to people. We can set up a consultation session. We can actually talk about anything. But going back, yeah, so NiceHash was hacked. You shouldn't have been keeping coins there. You should never keep coins anywhere. And here is but your Trezor, but control your own private key. Learn what that means, people. I cannot say it enough. You will get burnt. This is going to happen again at exchanges, at these honeypots. And yeah, don't get into cloud mining. But here is a tweet from Lop, Jameson Lop. If you store all your crypto assets in one software-only multi-coin wallet, congratulations. You've just created a single point of failure. Trading security for convenience puts you on the fast track to getting wrecked. Okay, be careful, people. Be careful. All right. Yeah, Coinbase has sent out an email warning people just to be careful. Be careful. I linked to that below, actually, and that they're going to be slow. But they're trying to be helpful. It's good. It's good. But you shouldn't even be keeping your coins there anyway. But they just want, people are sending out a lot of scam Coinbase emails, I think, pretending to be Coinbase. So don't just click on anything. Coinbase is trying to be helpful. I linked to the blog post that explains their worries, or that they want people to be careful. All right, we got a lot of live viewers here. Pound that like button, people. Check out the link section below. And, of course, subscribe to this channel. Spread the word on Twitter. I'm at TechBalt, TechBalt. That has been blowing up lately. Okay, what else am I supposed to say here? Pierre Rouchard. He has a tweet that's inspirational. Ethereum flippening, S2X flippening, BCH flippening. It's probably okay to have been wrong about one of these, but if you were wrong about all three, then your views are just emotionally anti-Bitcoin and not based on reason. Interesting tweet. You can examine that below. I linked to that below. Another tweet. This is great. This is a real life Bitcoin tweet. There was a line at the Bitcoin ATM when I drove past the gas station at Belvedere Road in West Palm Beach. I imagine this scenario is playing out globally. It's like winning lottery tickets for sale. Hey, yeah, I don't know if there are lines at other Bitcoin ATMs all around the world, but one day we're going to have that situation. I know in Tel Aviv at the Bitcoin ATM, in the Bitcoin embassy, there are a lot of people there at one point. So we're going to hear more and more about lines at Bitcoin ATMs. That's bullish, man. That's something that puts a smile on my face, as you can see on this bat mitzvah Saturday, where it is snowing in Baltimore and everyone is panicking because in Baltimore, you people who grew up in real snow regions, you would laugh at the people in Baltimore, how they treat snow. Hey, and I don't like being in the cold weather. I'm getting out of here as soon as I can plan my next trip. Speaking of that, if you have any recommendations for warm weather cities for me to hang out in, and you want me to hang out with you, hey, I'll consider it. And especially if it has a very good fish market. I love fish. All right, everyone's got to get used to the natural reaction, the natural market reaction to Bitcoin dominance. There are always going to be people who just pop up who have a frustration over missing out. Even though they haven't really missed out on Bitcoin, they see that Bitcoin's doing so well, that it's dominating so much, that they are so frustrated that they need to create a competitor to Bitcoin, to pick out one of the major altcoins that are out there and to say, hey, this is what I'm going to get behind. I'm going to start pumping this coin. I have a frustration over missing out. So this is a new type of FOMO, not fear of missing out, but frustration of missing out. And that's why we have these situations where we hear people like Bcash is going to be the next thing. Ethereum is going to be the next thing. And they do pump. And some of the people are bitter, but some of the people are legitimately, they're second chancers. They believe that there can be a second Bitcoin. And so they all get behind it. And we're just going to have to get used. It's a cycle. It is a natural life cycle in cryptocurrency. All of us are going to have to get used to. There will be another one. Which one is it going to be? Is it going to be Ethereum again? Is it going to be Bcash? Is it going to be something that we never heard of before? Is it going to be one that's based around China? Maybe something that's coming out of China because there's so many people there, or Asia, should I say, because there's so many Asian people getting into it over in that region, Korea, Japan, China. Who knows? In the Bitcoin, the question is which one will be the next big one. And in the Bitcoin crypto dividend world that we live in, do ones with a Bitcoin name, do they like Bcash? Is that going to be the latest the next trend? That in order to be the next frustration over missing out number 2 soon to pump coin, you're going to have to be a Bitcoin crypto dividend. Who knows? But yeah, they do in the natural life cycle of cryptocurrency. There comes a point when for whatever reason, the anti-Bitcoin people do unify behind one competitor, and the mainstream media even plays into it. They sometimes pick it out. And now that the mainstream media is more interested in cryptocurrency, they're going to pump it even more. Like we saw that with Ethereum and with Bcash. So the 80% can easily be convinced to jump onto one of these pump trains too. Useful idiots is a term that it's not a nice term, but it does sum up some aspects of these situations where you get these people that are just convinced so easily. Oh yeah, this one's going to be the next one. Bitcoin's dead. Let's jump on it. Let's pump this up. And again, as cryptocurrency gets more and more worldwide, we could see a phenomena like this strike in regions, like in Asia, just like what I said, that it could come out of there. Communities around coins will become even more important in terms of which one is going to be the next one to pump in this way that I'm describing. So if you do have a strong community, hey, you've got a chance to organize yourself in a way to be the next frustration over missing out number 2 coin to pump. But I think in the end of the day, it's just simpler. Excuse me, what I meant to say, I'm reading some notes here. It's not too late with Bitcoin. It's not, you know, people shouldn't think like, I need a next coin. But there's always going to be those people who want to get on a bandwagon because, hey, this coin is cheaper. They don't understand. And they like getting on bandwagons. So, yeah, I mentioned before that Coinbase, I linked to the Coinbase warning, important message from Coinbase team. All right, thank you. All right, pound that like button. What do we got here? 118 viewers. That's good. That's pretty good. All right, alternative universe of Bitcoin. So, a King of the Trolls, you know, he was saying some things about Andreas, that Andreas clearly has some regrets. But this King of the Trolls, does he have some regrets? You know, if he didn't get on this contentious path that he's on to create Bcash, he could have been friends with Charlie Lee, you know, because he could have just said, hey, you know what? We need a faster coin, cheaper coin, whatever. Charlie Lee's got Litecoin. Why don't I just help this Litecoin brother out instead of trying to create my own, or trying to change Bitcoin, trying to create my own Bcash? He would have been embraced by Litecoin and BTC community and the Bitcoin community, and he'd still have he's not thought of very positively in the cryptocurrency community now. King of the Trolls. I think you know who I'm talking about. I don't say his name, but you know, and also he has legitimate dreams of. He could have instead of focusing all this time and energy on this Bcash nonsense, he could have focused his time and energy on making this cryptocurrency country that he's talking about. It's not a cryptocurrency country, but just a country outside of the realm of the normal. He wants to create his own country. And I like that. You know, if anarchists want to have their own, whatever you want to call them, have their own country, I support that. That is a legitimate thing where people don't have to worry about their wealth being stolen, where people don't have to worry about senates creating weird rules about about Bitcoin that you have to tell you have to reveal to your country how much Bitcoin you own. I like that. And he still might do that, but had he gone down the path of not being contentious, I mean, and creating this Bcash, so much glory he'd get. And I wish him luck with this too. And social capital he would have earned, respect. Maybe, I mean, and perhaps he doesn't care about that at all. But it's unfortunate because I think this starting his own country idea is an idea, and he's got the money to do it. He wouldn't have wasted all the money on these Bcash dumps. He could spend it on something that could change the world in such an amazing way. And in this Bitcoin alternative universe that we're talking about, had there not been this Bcash, how much would Bitcoin be worth now? Would that Bitcoin be worth more than the combined value of Bitcoin and all its current and future crypto dividends? I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. That's why it's interesting to explore these alternative universe theories. Would more people be better off if they hadn't lost money and rushing into some of these things? Yeah, that probably. It's weird. He wanted to create commerce by creating this Bcash, but what he ended up doing was by making crypto dividends legitimate, because Bcash was the first legitimate crypto dividend for Bitcoin, at least, or making it mainstream, because that's what he did in the long run. He encouraged wealthier and wiser holders to hold even more. So not to create commerce, but not to spend money on coffee. He encouraged people to do nothing with their Bitcoin, to hold in order to get more of these crypto dividends. And unfortunately, the little naive guys, the rich got richer, but the little naive guys jumped in and out of this Bcash crypto dividend, jumped in and out, trying to flip. It lost value at the top, because it did pump that day, November 10th, 11th, and 12th. What a day. But a lot of people lost. It was the little guys who lost. He wanted to help the little guys. I actually do believe he did in a way. He wanted to help his business also. But he thought that, little guys spending money, that's a good thing. I don't know. But he encouraged, the wealthier just got wealthier, which is something he says he's not into, I believe. What is though, we can't turn back time. We can't undo time. But these alternative scenarios are very interesting. And, he's not the best financial expert in the world either. Obviously, Andreas isn't, but he isn't either, because I he'd be in better financial shape, I believe, had he not gone down this path. And who knows what endeavors he could start off if he had more social capital, if he had more respect in our community, in the cryptocurrency community right now. Yeah. So yeah, no one is perfect. No one is perfect. You never know what your actions will, what they'll set in motion. You never know. And then you can never look back and say what would have been, but it's interesting to see. But so yeah, if you guys are getting involved in a project, what's that about to set in motion? You know, it's interesting. It's interesting to think about the future that way. And I do want to point out, I noticed Jimmy Song has mentioned a couple of times, and we all know Andreas Antonopoulos' addresses now. And apparently he's been moving around the Bitcoin a lot. I don't know if he's storing it in different places. He is not a typical holder. Not a typical holder. I mean, he's received about $1.5 million of free Bitcoin now. And you know, that's nice because he's done a lot of work because of the situation that King of the Trolls pointed out. So it's, you know, King of the Trolls, it's good. It shows how much love there is for Andreas out there. But I do wonder, was Andreas in debt until recently? Is he paying people? I mean, he's moving around his Bitcoin. Maybe he's just moving it to safer places. Is he spending? Is he buying? Is he diversifying? It's interesting to think, but because now we get a glimpse into what's he going to do with this $1.5 million of Bitcoin. It's very interesting. So I don't know exactly. I don't want to create any Andreas doubts, but we know his Bitcoin address now. We're getting some interesting information out there. All right, delayed gratification, people. Strong hand. Woo! And I still can't, I'm still behind on emails, people. Okay, we got another tweet. Value your wealth in Bitcoin, people. Here is a reason. Someone says in a tweet, I linked to this below, bought at $700, accumulated more than 80 Bitcoin that I invested. I invested them all into alts in April. Wow. Today, I'm about 70% down in terms of Bitcoin, and my bag is exploding in terms of dollar value. Don't know if I should cry or laugh. Dude, you should cry. You should cry a lot. I mean, whoa. You had like 80 Bitcoin that you lost 70% of the value in Bitcoin. I mean, sure, you made it up in dollars, but you got to value your wealth in Bitcoin, people. That is a lesson right there, a real life lesson. And Ran on yesterday's show, so you check out This Week in Bitcoin from yesterday. He mentioned a situation where he bought an ICO and he's lost a lot of value in terms of Bitcoin. And that reminds me also, Ethereum. Now, Ethereum the other day when I wrote this little tidbit out was back to 0.024 Bitcoin, which is basically where it was at the start of the year when it pumped. So holding it instead of Bitcoin has not been as lucrative as people were saying it had been during that time period. Now, I know it got up to 0.03 again today. And again, you still have a chance to get out back in the Bitcoin and make a profit off of it. And you would have done better by holding Ethereum since January 1st than Bitcoin. But again, this just shows you that it had gotten up to what was it, 10% of a Bitcoin. I mean, it was over 10% of a Bitcoin. Now it's at less than 3% of a Bitcoin again. And it just shows you can't time these markets. It's difficult to time these markets. It's just simpler to just hold Bitcoin and just wait around till 2020. Look how much Ethereum has jumped around these last since the first of the year. It is just a lesson for those who think that, you know what, take the simpler road. Bitcoin will win out over all these coins over the long run, which you can say is 2020. That's long run enough for me. That's what I tell people to think, because we've got a day there. The Bitcoin halving takes place then. It's something to shoot for, and it is far enough away that you can call it long term. Anyway, I'm going to go eat now. Well, not yet. I'm still, it's not time yet. Intermittent fasting. I'm Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister, this Disrupt Meister. Remember to subscribe to this channel, like this video, share this video. Do check out the notes section below. Maybe there'll be another video later today if you can get 2,000 views on this. If not, I will definitely see you tomorrow. Hopefully there'll be a grand bat mitzvah party tonight. I hope you enjoyed the suit. I'll read what all you have to say about that in the chat right now. Bye.